Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. Whew. YouTube, man. Am I still muted now? Oh, okay. It was good. Okay, bet. What up, Meta? Bro, where's, like, low-key, I might do a 2-hour long stream. But I'm not going to be super locked into the stream. I'll be, like, doing shit while doing it. But I'll do it. I'll do it. Fuck it. It's not going to be fun. Hey, little brother. Miss me? What up? Yeah, it was good. It's just Dexter reference. I'm just kidding. Oh. How's your day going? My day's going good. Not horrible. You know, I wrote down everything I needed to do yesterday, and you know what I wrote down? My motivation for how I'm going to get it done is very, very interesting. I've never done this before. I basically said, if you were given $1,000,000 right now to get every single thing done in that notebook, would you be able to? Yes, I would. I'd be able to right now if I knew I was going to get $1,000,000 after. But if I didn't, then it's different. I watched your video 8 years ago, bro. You are such a cutie, but the talking attitude is still same AF. Haha. Yeah, I never, left my core values. I never leave my core self. I don't want to go change it on y'all ever. You know what I mean? What? Probably was good chat, but that is funny. What would your age then? 13, 14? Yeah, something like that. Something along those lines. Also, your channel name is same, right? Yep. What's going on? What up, Evil? What's good? Finally getting the OGs back. Hell yeah. Where's y'all remember Bosley? There's a couple OGs that I feel like who else? I don't know. I feel like we need more OGs in here though. Some guy, you consider me on your list. Yeah. Some guy came into my stream yesterday and said, "Damn, three viewers, you fell off," and then just left. I was like, "Bruh, wow." And I was like, "But that's the difference between me and you is that you'd probably see 3 viewers and you'd quit, but I don't quit. I continue to go, and that's why I'm a win in the end." I remember me. What up, CRPO something? I don't know, something like that. School's opening in almost a week for me. Oh, I hate school so much. Sorry, am I not allowed to say that on stream? Wait, I can say whatever the hell I want. Now, I'm not a big fan of school. I would say stay in school, you know what I mean? But, like, I hate it. I hate it so much. So, you know what's funny? Maybe I would have. It. The issue is like, cause some classes were fun, some classes weren't. Some classes just they were boring. It was just like, oh, Marcus Sharp, what up? It's crazy though how like in school, like the people in the class and the teacher could make or break the class if it's good or not. Like you could have a class with a cool teacher and cool people, and that class, like you could literally be excited to go to that class. And then there could be, a bad teacher with kids you don't like, and it's fucking the worst class of all time. Like, the funny thing is, if you gave me, like, if you said that I had to do a year of school, but I get to choose every single, like my top 7 best classes of my entire school career and only do those classes, of course I'd want to do that because then I'd have fun teachers, fun friends, fun shit doing. Like if I think about like some of my best classes, well, it was always PE and recess was always my favorite for everything. But um, I'd probably pick like my fucking my history class in high school. Um, and my human geography class, and then my math class in middle school. Dude, I knew exactly. I would know what the fuck I'm doing. That's my point. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. America Now, what up, sup, what up? Why the fuck get into American med schools are tough as hell nowadays? We really have doctor shortage. Also, don't forget the debt. Um, I think it was always tough. I don't think that's a nowadays thing. I think it was always tough. We do have a doctor shortage. I don't know. Dude, a 2-hour stream sounds diabolical though. A 2-hour stream, I'm gonna have to do. I said like maybe I'll do a 2-hour stream today. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh. I could do it. I just have to do other shit. I'd have to do a lot of shit in my notebook. My notebook's fully stacked up, ready to fucking be written down shit in it. Like at the end of the day. Do you have any advice about school? Do I have any advice about school? My advice about school is, I mean, do what you like, work out. Like, do fun shit. Like, don't overthink it too much. Like, I really don't like school, so it's very hard for me to get into that frame of mind. Um, Bro, you're having a glow up. What the hell? Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I think there's pros and cons to streaming. Is that the pros are, or the cons are, you can get told every wrong thing about your face. The pros are, if you know how to fix your face, you'll end up with a better face. Pros and cons, man, but that doesn't mean anything about anything. You have brown eyes or hazel, they're like green low key, but they don't look green in this angle. They look brown in this angle. Hey Jake, remember me? I said you had a beer belly. Okay. Am I supposed to like take that offensively? I don't think I've drank beer like a whole entire beer my entire life. Jake, what's up? Sure lonely. No big. My bad. Mr. Revive. Lives was good. Evil human. How you doing? Same. I hate school. Yeah, fuck school. Oh my god. Max Hallway. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? I love you. Please say I love you. But I'm alright. What about you? No. Good. Jake, you fight the fat dude from Arizona. I don't think so. Oh, wait, I don't know who that is or what that even means. After your college, where will you move? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have like 233 sticky notes from last year in school. I counted. I don't know what to do with them. Like, haha. Oh, man. My arm is sore. Oh. What's the max amount of girlfriends you would have? Um, I don't know. Stop trying to flex your non-existing jawline. No offense. See, it's shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like at the end of the day, when even though, um, I know for a fact this person's probably like, you know, in their basement, super insecure, jealous of me. Even though that, my brain still, unfortunately, this is kind of bad. It's kind of good and bad. It like sees it as an opportunity to use it as fuel. Um, that's the interesting thing. So my brain is like, okay, and use it as fuel. So even though I'm like, my brain is like, I use that as motivation to, get a better jawline. Which is why I looked at some old videos and realized, like, holy fuck, my jawline actually did get better, even over the past 2-3 months, just from little comments. And it's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to say it's a good thing, but honestly, it's kind of sad. Like, it's kind of sad that it's like, it's it's like you've never heard these things about you this many times until you do live streams, and then you realize, like, holy fuck, like, I guess there's fucking things wrong with me that I gotta fix, you know? What's the craziest thing is when someone says no offense, as if they didn't say, like, some stupid fucking super offensive thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, those are the worst. Because if they actually go to their bed thinking, oh, yeah, I wasn't being offensive, I was just, giving them advice. Those are the people that, deserve, like, hell, to be honest. But yeah, if anyone's wondering, like, hey, man, why are you glowing up? Why are you better looking? Why is your jawline better? Like, all this different stuff. This is why. Because I get comments like that. And even though my logical part of my brain goes, this is probably a genetic failure that's just jealous and insecure. That's why they're watching your stuff and not out here doing things with themselves. But the growth part of my brain goes, hey, this is free fuel and motivation to get better at something that you've already tried to get better at in life. So, and that's the case, is what it is. The fact that he's not even trying to flex his jawline right now, yeah. Well, but that's the thing, is like, people get insecure, they get jealous, And jealousy is a bad energy to carry. I would not recommend it for anyone. So try to, like, be better at that. If you do end up feeling jealous about me, I would recommend to actually, like, put in work rather than, like, try to take a little dig. Because because the issue is you're only getting me better and you worse. You see, if you were jealous of me and you didn't take a dig, I wouldn't get that motivation. I might stay, the same, and you might actually grow. And those people are smart, because jealousy is energy. It's all energy. Like, if you're jealous of someone, you're giving someone energy. So every time someone does, do that, they are technically giving me energy. That's why my most viewed video on Instagram that has 50K is a bunch of hate comments, because jealousy gives energy. What's the one exercise in which you are incredibly good at? Like, you are always good from starting? Push-ups, probably. Gotta go by Shrimpo Human. Hey, everybody. Are you free, single? I'm single, but I'm not free. What's up? What up, Shrimpo? Peace, good. Peace out, Shrimp. Said hi. You kind of look like Hugh Jackman. I'm jealous. Number two. Bro, I saw you at the Trump rally. uh, what would you do if someone insulted you in person? What would I do if someone insulted me in person? You know what's funny? This rarely happens. Like this, I'm gonna keep it real, guys. This rarely happens where someone has the balls to actually insult me in person. This is the funny thing about the internet is that when you're in middle school and high school, especially me, I was a little bit weaker. I was a little bit smaller, so people were, not afraid to like, insult me and stuff. And then it wasn't until like senior year where I kind of stopped getting insulted as much because I was a bigger frame, I was stronger, I was more intimidating. And then college, slowly less and less insults. And then I mean junior year, I feel like I barely got any insults, and then my senior year barely. So I feel like less and less insults like throughout. So I don't even remember the last time I was insulted by someone in person. It's always online now. And that's good. I clearly that means that my, in-person presence is way more intimidating, and people are afraid to say anything that they actually feel. But it's also, a good thing that I'm still getting the feedback without it, because what if I wasn't told these things by these people? You know what I mean? Then what? That's how I kind of think of it. I saw you holding a Confederate flag at the Trump rally. Okay. But also another thing too is that it depends on what they said and like the frame, the situation, the people. Like if someone one on one said to me, "Hey man, I think you're really way too focused on content. You need to focus on actually like trying to get more clients. Like I think you really need to stop with that stuff." That's like fine. I'm so not okay with that. It's an insult for sure. It definitely stings and it hurts. But if someone that I was actually making more money than me, was a better fitness coach than me, was telling me that, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna take your advice. But if it was like a context where someone like there was certain people around and you could clearly see that they were trying to impress those specific people, then my brain would get extremely like I don't know. It wouldn't be the same vibe for sure. But I'd also go silent. So like I'm not someone to like. And here's the thing, my thing is weird. I'm like I have Joe Rogan's vibe, or like I guess like I'm never violent until it becomes violent. So in like but then it's violent straight away. So it's like my thing is I'm always ready for the violence, but I'm never insinuating it. You low key look like JKL. Yeah, I'm actually a billionaire. Yep, billionaire in my stream. I did too. I saw you at Trump rally holding the Confederate flags. He posts on his Facebook all the time about Trump. I like Trump also, but I don't like the tariffs. Did you vote for the tariffs? I've never voted in my entire fucking life. Jake is 15. He can't vote. Bro, he ain't 15. It's me again. Jake isn't 15. He voted for Trump many times. Do you like Nirvana? He's 14 at max. Jesus, bro, what the fuck is going on? Why is everyone telling me how I'm young and shit? Like, I feel like the OGs know that this is literally the baseline of my building block is the idea of being, uh, feeling weak and looking young and all that. And then y'all are out here just going straight for the core, deep rooted insecurity. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it, dude. You're not gonna. You're not gonna. You're not gonna. I think. I think the only difference now is like I'm like more used to this. It's like weird. It's like I'm not saying that it doesn't like sting. I'm saying that before when I heard it, I was like the first time hearing this shit. And now I'm like it's just like it's almost like getting punched in the face a bunch of times. It's like, okay, like you're gonna punch me again? Like, okay, go ahead, like punch me again. Like, is it really gonna be that much worse than the first time? Like, no. The first time is gonna be the worst. You know what I mean? Uh Super gay dog. He has tons of Confederate flags. He voted for Kamala and Trump 4 times. What the fuck? You ain't violent. Uh, how old are you? You look 18. Bro lives Confederate. You're young. Take it as a compliment, I guess. Well, of course, you have to. You got it. OGs, LOL. You got 8 peeps in here on me. Where are the dogs at? Dude, oh, yo, we got haters in here, bro. Dude, we got straight up haters in here. Holy fuck. I didn't realize what, like, dude, TikTok's low-key better than YouTube. YouTube doesn't, TikTok has way less haters. TikToks are like, is like glazing the fuck out of me all day. And YouTube's just jealous, insecure people. It's actually kind of fucking crazy, low-key. Like, y'all really this insecure? Like, y'all are allowed to go outside and talk to, like, you know, people. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be jealous and insecure about someone that's, you know, out here, like, vibing, like, you know, a fitness coach that's, you know, clearly living a good lifestyle that people want. When you act jealous and insecure, everyone knows that you're probably jealous and insecure, especially if you hide behind a screen with no profile picture. You're young and good looking. Thank you. Someone tried jumping me and I won the fight yesterday. LOL, because I talked. I won the fight. Because I shit talked? What? Good for you. YouTube doesn't protect small content creators. Yep, that's why you got to win at life. You got to have something to hate on. I mean, I disagree. I really don't think you have to have something to hate on. I think in life there are so many things to hate that it just happens, but you don't have to choose something to hate on. I think that's a weird thing. Like, I can hate on the fact that there's so many people that hate on me. Like, I can hate on that fact. But I'm not going to hate on some random motherfucker I'm watching. Like, if I was watching fucking Alex Eubank and I commented some shit like, bro, you look like shit. Everyone would know I'm just jealous. So it's the same thing that goes for me. If someone's insecure and some comments some shit on me, everyone knows they're jealous. It is what it is. But the issue is my brain is a combative motherfucker. My brain is it's an opportunist to a certain extent. It's a mental manipulative opportunist. So because of that, it uses all hate as fuel and drive and motivation, because it's like that's not only is it progress and it's productive, but it's also the response to the hate is that your hate's only going to make me better, which technically means hate gives fuel and energy, because jealousy and hate is fuel and energy. That's why my most viewed video on Instagram that has 50K is a lot of hate. Everyone's saying, oh my God, you're so sunburnt, because they don't want to tell me that I look like shit, because they can't, because my body looks really good. So they're just going to tell me I'm sunburnt, which is great. Or they're going to tell me I'm on roids. One of the fucking craziest things ever. I'm not, like, I don't preach to how fucking natural I am and have shown my blood work and testosterone on my fucking page to show how I just have naturally high testosterone. But people still don't want to believe it. They want to be like, nope, you didn't work hard. Roids. Simple. Roids. Like, okay, have fun. Real, are you free single? Like I said, I'm single, but I'm not free. Yes, how to be in bottom 1% of men. Like, the worst shit you can do in life, not even video games, eating bad all day, because not bottom 1%. It's way more than that. No, it's definitely way more than that. Bottom 1% is like, you're like a drug addict. You're like extremely overweight. You're like a criminal. You're like addicted to your phone or TV, or like you're bedridden. Like, that's bottom 1%. Not really hating on you, bro. I'm just having fun. It's Friday. You're good, buddy. I don't think I was really talking about you, to be honest. I was more talking about the overall what we're getting, and just the overall thing. I don't really think I was even referring to you, to be honest. Same here, Jake. This is the third time I am seeing you. Gotta stop scrolling now then. Or you just start doing some push-ups every time you see me. Can I get a shout out, please? What up? Do you have sunburn, Jake, or do you always look this hot? Oh, thanks. What up, Bumpcloud? What up? I love Jake's content. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. I noticed, like, I thought TikTok people were gonna be meaner, and like, I realized no. Like, TikTok people are actually so much nicer than YouTube people. Not only are they nicer, they like they're, I don't know. It's weird. They're like more like accepting. They're like everything you do is just perfect. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I'm not gonna describe it too much. Your content's the reason why I started social media. Oh, hell yeah. ChatGPT said Brian Johnson will live to 90, 95 at max with current technology. Even if it's advanced a lot, he can make it to 110 at max, so he has almost also pretty much limited time. I think Brian Johnson is not going to live to 90. I don't know. We'll see. It's very weird to watch how the fuck that whole situation is going to go down because he's becoming less human. So it's hard to even know how the fuck his body's going to react to like non-human reality. I don't know. What's up, mistakes? It's been a minute. Yeah, it is. Can I get a shout out, please? Who's Brian Johnson? I don't know. I mean, he eliminated every major disease thing which ages and causes you diseases. Is that true? I'm not super in it. What he's doing. His favorite song, Blackout Days, Fanagram. Can you set my channel name, please? I'm UFC guy tomorrow and this big day. DDP comes out. Cheryl Freeman, I know. It's interesting how words can shape a person, though. It's very interesting. Like, never... Like, it's just, do you guys not notice that? Why did you start social media? I'm curious. Well, I started like in middle school, and I started it because I realized I couldn't be a football player. Like that dream was out. So I was like, I wanted to be something big. So I always wanted to be something big. I always wanted to do something. I just didn't like know what. And then what happened though is after like this idea of being famous like went away from me. Okay, I saw what famous looked like in Hollywood and all that, and I didn't like it. Okay, like I saw like that's the thing is I got this wrong idea of what a famous person could be. And then like once I started watching Tony Robbins, I was like, oh shit, wait, this guy's famous. He's super cool. So like it's a whole different vibe. But I started social media, or I started it back once I realized that you might as well just fucking show off what you're doing. And then I started to get into the workout stuff and fitness stuff, and I was like, okay, I could just post this. You know what I mean? Just post what I'm doing. The thing is, like, the reality is, as a man now, if you want to show your value, and you're not already like a nepotism baby, or like, you know, like already have like generational wealth, you're gonna have to figure this shit out. And the internet's the new way, is what it is. You like Joe Rogan, of course. My bad, I misspelled wrong. Say, channel name, please. Why you can't be a football player? Why can't I be a football player? What do you mean? I was fucking. Did you not see what I look like as a middle schooler? Everyone's calling me skinny and shit. Everyone's saying, "Oh my god, you were so skinny in middle school." You think that motherfucker was playing football? The fuck? I switched to lacrosse. Jake, how come you wouldn't tell your girlfriend not to have guy friends? Why I wouldn't tell her that? Because I get no benefit from that. There's zero benefit I get from telling her that. Here's the thing that a lot of guys are stupid about. They think that girls are like, they're like clueless, okay? They think that girls don't know that they don't want them to have guy friends, okay? If a girl really likes you, really, really likes you, she will prove her loyalty to you by saying, no, I don't have guy friends. No, I don't want guy friends. If she really, really likes you, okay? Okay? If she's not doing that, she just doesn't like you enough, okay? But there's also no benefit. I don't get any benefit. The only thing that it makes me look like to them is insecure. Even though it might not be insecure, to them, to their brain, they go, well, because you don't want me to talk to other guys, that must mean that you think that, you know, that I don't like you enough, which leaks insecurity. You know what I mean? So there's no benefit to that. There's absolutely no benefit. Would you tell her you don't like when girls have guy friends? I would say, here's the thing. I would never directly talk about what we're doing at all. I would never directly talk about our status on anything. But I would say in conversation, if we were to talk about other things, I would say, "Oh yeah, well, like, oh, but she hung out." Like if she's talking about another situation, then I'd give my opinions and be like, "Well, if they're hanging out one on one, what the fuck do you think's happening?" Like, you know what I mean? Like if the dude wants to hang out with the girl one on one, then he wants to be more than just friends, or he wants more than just a friendship. And like you know what I mean? Like I could put that opinion out, but it can't be about our specific situation, because then it looks like I care about our situation, which I don't. You know what I mean? Or I, like, or I'm thinking about it, which, then they'll be like, wait, why are you thinking that? Like, it demonstrates insecurity. Like I said, the whole point is that you never want to leak insecurity. And the only way to not leak insecurity is to not give a fuck about anything. That's kind of the cheat code to it. Like, to a certain extent, a lot of dudes don't really realize is, like, if you do actually become, like, that guy and then you just don't give a fuck about anything, like, it can become pretty easy to date. But you really have to not care. You like have to genuinely not care. Not like act like you don't care, because women can seep through that shit. You have to actually not care. And then it'll look a lot better. But no, I wouldn't tell her I wouldn't tell her I don't like it when girls have guy friends. I would just simply bring it up in conversation that if a girl were to have a lot of guy friends, that would mean that, there's something else going on. And I would say, like, nah, if a girl was really loyal to a guy and she was really obsessed with him, she would just, like, I would bring it up in conversation about other situations that is how life works. Is how it would happen. But I would never mention it as our specific situation. So would you tell your girl what to do or what not to do? Fuck no. I don't give a, like, here's the thing. Telling them what to do, like, in what way? Like, the reality is, if they like me enough, they're going to ask me what to do. They're going to want me to lead. I don't need to tell them what to do. The way that dudes fuck up is if they're trying to get her, like, to like they're telling her what to, like they're controlling. It's the issue, is that means that she's not falling into your thing you're trying to control, instead of her letting her fall into your frame. That's the issue. Okay? That's where all the dudes fuck up. So no, I wouldn't tell her what to do. I'd talk about in conversation what I like and what I would want, and then by thing they'd be like, okay, so he likes that, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, like, if I wanted, like, a girl, like, I'd want her to, like, act this way, like, but I honestly, no, I wouldn't even say that shit, because I would never say my standards to a girl I was attracted to, because that instantly, like, I don't do that shit. That you can't do that shit as a dude. You can't, okay? The second you start talking about your standards, they feel uncomfortable. They feel judged, okay? They don't want to feel judged, especially in the beginning, okay? You cannot act like you have any standards. A lot of dudes fuck up on a first date. They're gonna be like a dude will be like, bro, like you can't be this, you can't be that, and the girl's like, fuck you, you're fucking, like, what the fuck, like, you're obsessed with yourself, like they don't like that shit. So I would just say, honestly, you talk about what you like in conversation, and, like, the idea of it, like, but not as, like, I would like you to do this for me, like, if I were to be in a specific situation, this is how I would want it to play out. You know what I mean? But only if they ask, only if they, like, beg the insight, okay? You never bring it up, okay? That's another thing. A lot of dudes fuck up when they bring up anything about themselves, ever, okay? Ever. You fucking never bring up your job. You never bring up what the fuck you do, or what the fuck you're doing, or where you're going. Always let them ask you. Would you rather the girl, you tell her, oh, yeah, I have a multi-million-dollar business, and or she's keeps learning about you. She keeps, she's like, wow, this guy's really cool. Like, what do you do for work? And then you tell her, it's like, oh, it's a whole different vibe. Now she got the information out of you. You didn't feel the need to say it, but it's still awesome. That shit is what is needed. Do you play chess? I used to, a little bit. You can't boss girls around. They're life givers. Well, here's the thing. It's also just, like I said, it's unproductive. Like, because the reality is, it's not like a good frame isn't that the woman's going to listen to the dude. It's the issue is that the dude wants to force that instead of letting that naturally happen, letting her naturally fall into frame and let her get led by you. That's the difference. A lot of dudes want to force it and then they fuck up because they're like, no, fuck this. Like, I don't like this. I feel pressure. You know what I mean? They want to feel natural. Don't listen to others. Do what you want. It's also just disrespectful. Exactly. I agree with Jake. Do you play chess? Yes. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's, yeah, just like overall, at the end of the day, as a dude, if you're trying to look or come across as the most attractive, you literally should not ever look controlling or possessive, because that's going to instantly come off as insecure. It's never going to. The only girls that are into that shit, like really, like, are the ones that are like lower quality girls that don't like the fact that like don't want competition, okay? But the high quality girls, they love competition, okay? Because they're actually in it, okay? Girls that aren't in the competition don't like competition. That's a fact. I should quote that. Holy fuck. I'm going to be honest. I tell girls do's and don'ts when we start dating. Well, I don't know. I would say I don't know how it exactly goes or plays out. So I'm not going to put too much of a assessment on it. But I'll tell you this, man. If you're constantly being like, um, constantly giving out rules, showing that you care, even if the girl might not directly say like, "Oh, like that's gross," in the back of her brain, she's like, "Why does this guy care so much? Like, why does he care? Like, is he not busy doing his own thing? Like, is he not like out hunting or like fucking in war or like doing things like busy? Like, what the fuck? Like, women want you to be busy doing things. So like, if you're telling her do's and don'ts, it shows that you like care and you're like not busy doing shit. Like, you think Michael Jordan, when he was fucking in his prime, fucking playing basketball, was telling women like, "I want you to not do this. I don't want you to do this." No, he was like, "Fuck, no, you're gonna do what the fuck I want, or we're fucking done." Like, there's no like it's just different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just an aura thing to a certain extent, or I do know how to explain it. It's just, my brain's a little cooked right now. I'm kind of tired. What's your next sub goal? Like 3,200. When I met Deserver, sorry, when I met Desire, I found out he abuses his girlfriend. What? Mentally. I don't know who that is. Desiree? Deezer? Good morning. Nah, it's one and done. Say chicken jockey. If you constantly say it, it makes you insecure or sound insecure. Yeah, no, I agree. I think one and done isn't horrible. That's like, kind of like a lot of the people, they say like, you say it once and then that's it. Okay, you say exactly how you feel once and then that's it. And here's the thing. It's not horrible, and I guess I recommend it for someone if you actually want to keep the woman. But unfortunately, even saying it once to a certain type of girl, to certain types of girls, you know, it could, just that one time saying it could be like, boom, there it is, there it is. I got you. Like, I got you. Like, in their brain, they're like, I got you. I finally got you to fold. I finally got you to demonstrate jealousy. I finally got you to put out rules. I finally got you to put out standards. I finally got you to care. You see what I'm saying? Women want you to care so much. That is the number one thing. That is your currency as a man. That is your power, is caring. Okay? Second you give that shit up, you're fucked. Like, you don't understand how fucking valuable your attention and caring is. Like, especially, like, if you can pull that shit back when they want it, you will see it'll really change your perspective on, like, how women are when it comes to, like, dating. How you're gonna realize that they do beg. They do beg to be with you. When you take something away from them that they want, they become men. They become simping men. One of the best things to ever happen to a dude is to start off as a simp, like texting girls constantly, all this different stuff, begging them to hang out, all that, getting ghosted, and then realizing and thinking that it would never, like, women don't text men that way because it would never happen, and then realizing that it does happen. You just have to be in the right frame, and then realizing, holy fuck. And then the thing is, it makes you never, like, try for a girl ever again, because like try too hard for a girl ever again, because you realize, okay, this is what it looks like when a girl really likes you. You know what I mean? So if it's not that, then, you know what I mean? It's, and a lot of dudes get fucked. They waste a lot of money and a lot of time to get nothing from girls because they don't learn that shit. And how easily some girls are going to just willing to hang out with you 1 hour into knowing you. Okay? But a lot of dudes, they don't get that, so they don't know. I'm gonna go. Peace out. We don't like when you're just like, yeah, do your thing. We like when you have standards. It shows that you care and just want a relationship to have someone. Exactly. You see, you guys, what I'm saying? They want you to care. But if you don't care, does that mean that they're gonna stop talking to you? For some girls, yes. For some girls, as we know, no. They're going to continue to pursue you until you care. Some of those girls happen to be, you know, girls that are usually talking to, you know, or getting attention from multiple guys. So because of that, they're used to the attention. So they want the attention from a guy that doesn't care as much. I'm not saying the guy that doesn't care that's fucking homeless. I'm saying like the athlete. You know what I mean? But again, you guys have to understand there's two different perspectives when it comes to this thing, you know. Because for the girl, they're more caring about the relationship. So when they think about men's advice, they're like, no, because this is what I would want. I would want flowers. I would want a nice date. I would want this, this, and that. And I'm here to tell you guys, I'm sorry to tell you guys, as someone that has tried all the different, you know, areas of dating, you know, texting just to hang out and come over, and just texting, and then actual setting up dates. And the sad reality of the world, and I wish it wasn't like this either. I promise you guys, I wish there was more obsession when you take a girl on a date than actually ask them to hang out and just come over, and they do it right then and there. So it is kind of sad, but it is the sad reality of the world. So unfortunately, that's the world we live in now. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying I play by the rules that I see. If you don't give her that much attention while she's talking to other guys before y'all start dating, etc., she's going to think you're different from the rest. Especially if she's hot. That's the thing. If she's really hot and she's constantly used to getting attention, and you're the first guy that's like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck, but you're still there, like, you're still, like, she's still interested in you, like, she's showing you interest, and you're just like, a little bit, not too much, and she's really hot, it works even better. If they're not as hot, then they take it as a ego hit as more, and they're more like, okay, they're more likely to be like, no, fuck that, I want him to care. But if they're really hot, they constantly have guys caring about them, they want the guy that doesn't care. That's also, like, they're also interested. I'm not saying the guy that doesn't care that they're not interested. I'm saying the guy they're interested in then, that doesn't care, that's one they want. Okay, what's up? Possibly like you more? Exactly. No. At least for me, I want to see success. Sorry, let me finish what I was saying. I want a successful, and I want what's best for them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different perspectives on like what people want. So it's very hard to like give advice on both sides. Like I always say this, or I always try to say this. I'm not saying I always do it. Sometimes I'm not the best at it. But when I'm talking to someone, I'm giving someone advice, I like to ask them, what do you want though? Like, before I even give you this advice, what are you looking for? Like, when it comes to dating, I'm like, what do you even want? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want a bunch of girls obsessed with you, attracted to you? Do you want better confidence with girls? Like, what do you actually want? You need to figure out that first before we even figure out everything else. Same thing with the gym. I'm like, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to, restrict your diet? Do you want to get faster? Do you want to get stronger? Like, what do you actually want? Or like business, do you want to make 10K a month? Do you want to? It's all the same. It's all the same shit. Okay, what the fuck do you want? Okay, that's the most important. Most important is what you want. It's all like, but you also what you know is best for you. Okay, like what you want in that moment. Like I'm saying, like if you want a donut, I'm not saying like go for the donut. I'm saying like if you want a 6-pack, then you have to not get the donut. That kind of vibe. Jake, you see what I said earlier about female having guy friends? Agreed. I want to build muscle. If you can help me with that, Jake. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Well, okay, you gotta shoot me a DM on Instagram to get a one-on-one personal training, because I'm a personal trainer. So shoot me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is Jacob_Cadell. uh, all lowercase, and we can run through it and give y'all some advice. And maybe we can even do a one-on-one call. And I got a couple spots open for clients too. Like I don't know if you're interested in that, but if you have any interest, you can shoot me a DM and we can run through it. Why y'all talking about dating? Is Jake planning to get a girlfriend? What? Here's the thing, guys. Like there's no like I am planning to get a girlfriend. That's not how my frame works. My frame is do work, win at life, and the women will be there, and you don't need to worry about that. And that has been good for me so far. Okay? The more I focus on it, the less it actually happens. The more I focus on my goals in life, the more they just show up because I'm actually in a frame that's attractive, just getting work in. So that's the whole thing is like a lot of dudes, I think they fuck up with their whole like I want a girlfriend, so they start like trying to, take girls out on dates and like, give them like everything, like take them out like to nice places and give them flowers before they've even done anything with them. It's like, how about you become so attractive that you're getting girls DMing you, right? Saying to hang out, like multiple girls asking you to hang out, DMing you, and then learning about girls from that scenario. And then once you find a girl that you actually like after, dabbling in your options, then you go, okay, boom, right there. I want you. And, obviously if you've done it the correct way, then multiple girls will be begging you to be their girlfriend or like, I want you to be my boyfriend. And then you get to choose. Okay. Because the reality is girls will ask you to they're going to ask you to make things serious if they really like you, okay? Any dude that disagrees with me means that hasn't happened to them yet, okay? You haven't made a girl like you enough to the point where she is begging you for a relationship. Once you get to that point, then you don't need to worry about like that's the frame, okay? That's always going to be the frame. A lot of better things than getting a girlfriend right now. 1000%, bro. Okay? Like, focus on gym, making money, and, you know what I mean? Can I get fitness advice on IG call? Not like IG call. I only do calls for, like, setups if you're interested in the program. So if you're interested in, like, the actual program, becoming a client, then I can do a one-on-one call. You can just DM me, and I can send you a link to my Calendly. Most guys really have girls as their number one priority. Yeah, true, and it really fucks them up. I'm not going to lie. I will tell you guys one thing that has definitely helped me grow as a man is not having women as my number one priority. I would say is probably one of my biggest strengths, to be honest. It really, because I like there's a reality of me where I get stuck, with comfort and not being alone and like wanting to be with a girl, and I swear to God that reality of me is lazy, is a wimp, is doesn't have a mentality of wanting to win at life, and you gotta be smart about that stuff. That's true. Don't worry about girlfriend yet. God will send you the right one at the right time. Exactly. Unknown, agreed, man. It online program or person program? It's online. It would just be like one-on-one calls, and we make you a schedule and everything. We'd go over everything. We'd give you a mindset check. We'd go through my entire program. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. I'd give you like secret sauce, all that, like secret, like best people to listen to, like how to change your social media, like all this just different secret stuff. I agree. Once you start making a lot of better and going to the gym, work on yourself, females will come to you. Exactly. I come back, Max Holloway. I love. Please, breeze up. Jake, would you get back with Next? Nope. Never. 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 Never, never, never. And there's a couple reasons why. So, I mean, we'll go over the main thing. If I broke up with them, that means that there was something that happened that was to a point where I didn't want to be with them anymore, which must have been pretty bad, correct? Because if I was already in a relationship with them, then that means they must have went through some fucking hoops. You know what I mean? They must have had some good game. Like, the girl must have had some game to be able to pull me, to be honest. Like, when it comes to that shit. So, yeah, I would never get back with an ex because if I broke up with her, that means that there was a point where I didn't like her. If she broke up with me, that means that, which would never happen because this just would never happen because I would never craft my dating dynamics like that. But if she broke up with me, then why the fuck would I ever get back with someone that didn't choose me first? Because if they broke up with you, I'm sorry to say, that means that they thought that they could do better. This is a cold reality a lot of dudes don't want to hear. If a girl breaks up with you, that means that she thought I can do better than this guy. That is what she thought. She looked at you, and this is gonna hurt. And this is the guys I listen to that say the exact same thing, and it hurts. She looked at you. She looked at your face, your body, your everything, and she said, "This guy I can do better than," and then broke up with you. In what fucking world would you ever take a woman that looks at you like that? Never. Never in a million years. So never would I ever get back with an ex. Why? I'll give you a scenario real quick. I broke up with her, but it's because my mom ruined the relationship. See, here's the thing. If other people are involved in the relationship, it's very different. But the reality is, I don't know. My dating dynamics are so much different, so I would never be in this scenario in the first place. So it's hard for me to even give an answer. But I would still say that it shouldn't be like oh, is it a good idea to get back with your ex? Like, that's not the frame. It should be like, is it a good idea to get back with this person? This person specifically. Like, what did this person think of me? What do I think of this person? You know what I mean? Now, here's one thing that dudes should not do that a lot of dudes do, and no one likes to talk about it, but I'm the only one that's going to talk about it. Dudes do this thing. They'll break up with a girl, have a breakup with a girl because they think that they could do better, which is fine for a good dude to think that, just so you know. And then the dude will not do better, and then they'll be like, fuck, this may have been the only girl that liked me for me, or liked me, or is the only girl that's going to like me like this. So because they think that, then they go back with the ex because they don't think they could do better. Do not do that as a man, okay? Do not do that. That is bad. That is very, 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 very bad, okay? Many, many, many men do that, though. And then they like to convince themselves that, no, I actually liked her the entire time. No, it was actually, I just didn't see it in the beginning. It's like, no, you just didn't get any girls that liked you. So you were like, fuck it, whatever, I'll just go back to this. But they like to frame it as something else. They like to frame it like, no, I was, like, they're no one believes your shit, dude. No one. Agreed. You shouldn't get back with someone who left you for being you. No, exactly. I feel like dudes break up with girls first, so the girl won't break up with them first. Well, that's just a weird fucking dynamic then. But yes, no, it's definitely, dating now has definitely become more of like, who cares less, right? But the funniest thing is, it sucks to say, but people will put on, and people like to say like women will put on social. I'm gonna say people, okay, because dudes do this shit too, okay, men and women. They put on social media. They'll say stuff like, social media ruined dating, and then they'll do things like watch Love Island, go on dating apps, go on bars, ghost people, play games, and do all that different stuff. So they'll put it out there, like, they're playing the game. They're doing it. You know what I mean? My mindset is see the game, play it. Their mindset is see the game, complain about it, but still play it. That is the fuckery of it. That's the fuckery that a lot of people don't fucking understand. That a lot of fucking, like, women especially do. Men do too, feminine men, but women do this a lot. They will complain about the game, okay? But they will still play the game, okay? They'll see how the game works, complain about it, and then play it. Men, most of the time, don't do that. They'll see how the game works, either avoid it or play it, but they're not going to complain about it. They'll either complain about it, not play it. Women complain about it, but then play it. It's fucking insane. Like, they'll go against what they fucking preach. It's fucking insane. A dude will be like, no, avoid that shit and not do it. A dude will be like, fuck it, I like this, I'll do it. Like, I'll play the game, fuck it, I'll do it. And then they embrace it. It's so different. It's so fucking whack. And that's why you kind of have to listen to men over this shit than women when it comes to dating, because men actually know what you as a man want in dating, and women want what they want in dating. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna have to end the stream, but hopefully I'll have a great rest of your day. The sad thing is fake love has been normalized yet. So do you think I should get back with my ex, Jake, or not? No. If you're thinking about it, then no. It should be an automatic yes from you if you're even thinking about it and asking someone like me, a random YouTuber that doesn't even fucking know who this person is. If you're asking for my advice on it, then fuck no. Padre, people actually do that even if they love the woman, they still break up first to be less hurt when the girl breaks up. Exactly, 1000%. And a girl will act less hurt and act like she'll act like, oh, it didn't hurt that much just to, not hurt her own ego when the dude breaks up. She'll be like, okay, I'm good with that, even though it really hurt her. But she won't show that because she loses in that. She loses power, and she never wants to lose power. All right, peace. Don't quit. Win at life. And remember, guys, all this talk is all bullshit at the end of the day. Going to the gym and making money and focusing on your goals, that's 10 times better than thinking about this shit or talking about this shit. All right? But it's still important to know because you got to win at life to a certain